Good evening. Yes, welcome. Again, this is your Alpi farmer. I have my hat here, right? Look at that hat. Again, this is your man, MacB Crypto, your DeFi Alpi farmer in the house. Good evening. Today is August 19, 2026 here in the Philippines. All right. So, yeah, man, you have to understand that it's very, very hot in here. You can just imagine my place. I have got three fans, right? But anyway, the show must go on, right? So our guest is already in the green room, right? So let me put some background music in here. All right, let me do some audio checking. Is my audio check? Hey guys, chat, are you there? Let me do some audio checking. All right. So guys, what seems to be a $250 bad swap, right? A $250 bad swap turns out to be a good switch, right? So our topic this evening is, oh man, all right. Our topic this evening is Switch.Win or SwitchX.Fi, or just basically just use Switch. All right. Again, guys, oh man, we have to ask the question: what is the difference between Switch.Win and SwitchX.Fi? All right. So, oh man, I watch till the end, right? If the $250 that I have swapped, that was being a bad swap and turned me into a good switch, right? If I have been refunded with that one, so you have to watch till the end with our guest, right? If that refund has been done, it was like a bad swap, right, that happened. But anyway, guys, this is the story, right, on the background, right, in which I never thought that, yeah, man, I have to talk with this guy, right? So one thing that I understand with what happened to me was things that seems to be happening wrong in our lives could be turned out to be good, right, later on, to talk to people, the opportunity to connect, right? So guys, right, so these are the very important things that I want to expound to the audience who are watching right now. I could imagine talking to the CEO, the founder of buildthetech.com, which is Brandon R2R, right? So guys, part of this one, what else can you expect during this show is, yeah, man, we will be talking with SwitchX.Fi. What is the difference between Switch.Win and SwitchX.Fi, right? And what are, I have pre-recorded, by the way, also the difference between a ALM, right? We have to ask our guest, Brandon, what is ALM, Automated Liquidity Management, which is kind of unique with SwitchX.Fi, right? So what is the difference between also managing the farms, right? So it's quite unique what Switch.Fi is offering, right? And decentralized way of doing this, right? And after we end the show, we'll be showing some crypto jargons, right? Again, guys, if you're gonna hear some muffler sound, welcome to Muffler Town, and you will know that is your man, Macby Crypto. All right, our guest is already in the green room. Let us look at chat. All right, King Don Kubangbang mentioned, let's go. Indeed, let's go. King Don in the house. Good evening to you, brother. Without any further ado, let's have Brandon on the show. Brandon, brother, good evening.
Good evening. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Yeah, let me do this. There you go. Brother, guys, for those who are watching, right, this is you can scan the QR code. This is the only legit site, right? Or should I say the account, the official Twitter account of Brandon, our guest, right? That's the CEO of Switch.com. So, brother, good evening. Kumusta? We Filipinos call it kumusta. How are you doing, brother?
Estoy bien. I'm very good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, sorry for dragging you into this, man. So yeah, I didn't ask if you did have your coffee, but I know it's early AM there in the States, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Such a pleasure and such an honor, brother, to talk to you. I never thought we will be having this conversation, right? So I did mention a $250 bud swap turned out to be a good switch, right? So yeah, man, and then you have to ask, did I get refunded with that one? So what's still the end, guys? If I did get refunded on that one. And later on the show, brother, we will also be having a crypto jargon, right? So later on, I will show what there's something on my mind, but a ALM, right, in which we can have a list of crypto jargons like bullish, right? So anyway, I just show it later on the show. Anyway, brother, yeah, you have the you have the floor, man.
Yeah. Quick question. The audio is a little bit loud in my headphones, the background audio. So the music, could
All
we
right,
turn that down
thank you
just a
for
little bit? Yeah.
all right, sure.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
How about that? Perfect, awesome.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. So my name's Brandon Davis. I've been in cryptocurrency dating back to about 2013 or so. I was purchasing Bitcoin back then. I got into crypto mining, Bitcoin mining as well, and rode the Bitcoin craze all the way up to the top in late 2017 and 2018. I made all the wrong mistakes. I lost a lot of my money. I was trying to trade, I was trying to do leverage and all that sort of thing. But cryptocurrency fascinated me. It fascinated me to see that this was something that felt like it was going to be around for a while, and I felt like it was important for me to learn about it as much as possible, understand blockchain at a very fundamental level. Now I was really upset that I'd lost so much money, so I took some months off, and the chart kept going down and down and down. And I said, you know what? There's got to be a better way to make money in this and participate this and be successful. So I kind of wiped the slate clean, and I was trying to figure out a new strategy, a new way to approach things. So, what I just stumbled upon was it's really all about buying and holding mostly. Now you can day trade and this and that, and just about everybody's a winner in a strong bull market. But if you really want to do well, purchase the asset that you believe in, that has good product market fit, and just forget about it and come back after 5 years. So at the bottom of that market back then, I started purchasing all sorts of assets on fire sale. You want to purchase these things when nobody's around because they're dirt cheap. Because when people come back around, if you want to make money, they become your exit liquidity because they didn't stick through it. They didn't DCA. They didn't grab these assets when they were dirt cheap. Everybody wants to buy assets when they're well overpriced and well overvalued. So I did that. I remember back then, I was purchasing Dogecoin, super, super cheap, pennies on the dollar. I was purchasing, I think it was Matic back then. You purchased, I think Neo and Waves and Terra Luna back then. That went on a really, really big tear to the upside, amongst quite a few others, Ethereum and Litecoin and Bitcoin. And I just purchased it and held it. COVID happened and it pushed price way, 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 way up. Based on the macroeconomic environment, the Federal Reserve had to kind of step in and make sure that the entire economy didn't completely crash and burn to the ground while the world tried to recover from quote unquote COVID. So, I came across Richard Hart probably in late 2019, early 2020, I think. And I didn't even purchase his assets at first because he looked crazy to me. The guy had a top hat on, and he just looked like the scammer that we all can think of in our head when we think about crypto. But I kept following him and kept listening to him. He had a lot of good things to say, and I was able to kind of look past the top hat, so to speak. And he taught me a whole lot about cryptocurrency. And it was interesting because I like to teach myself, and I would literally have a book, and I would listen to some of his streams and just kind of write down terms that he was saying, and I would go back and research these terms, and I just started learning as much as I could. So a lot of stuff has happened since then, but in a nutshell, that's my story. Yeah.
Brother, yeah, man. I think we have to really got past through the top hat of him, right? He's just crazy looking guy, and yeah, uh, yeah, man. That is just the. Anyway, stepping back with your background here, I think you guys are also doing a build the tech. Maybe you could expound on that one for our audience who are gonna or watching right now. What is build the tech? What you guys are building, right? You're building the tech. What kind of tech is this?
Yeah, buildthetech.com was created because it's common knowledge that across cryptocurrency, if you want to build a cryptocurrency project, then you're probably going to be scammed by somebody. Whether that's the developers, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes they have really good intentions, but they don't have the ability to execute on those intentions. So if you want to build something, it can get pretty frustrating. 5 out of 10 or maybe more, 7 out of 10 people are going to have a really bad experience. So I created Build the Tech 2 years ago now to be able to serve the Pulsechain community initially. I kind of looked at it as if you have a brand new city and people are, they're building houses and they're providing services, and there's grocery stores, and there's a place to cut your hair. There's building services. I wanted to be somebody that people could reach out to build solid products and feel like that the code is fundamentally solid as well, and they're not going to be scammed in the process. So since then, I think we brought about 50 projects to market across many different blockchains, and they've been very, very good experiences for these founders from all over decentralized finance. In addition to that, it's nice to have your own development team to be able to build things yourself and build products that serve the community, that have real value and actually solve real problems, not just copy paste sort of things. So that's how buildthetech.com got started. And it's a service that's provided to people who want to build or need any sort of consultation in the cryptocurrency arena, in the cryptocurrency realm.
All right. So meaning they can message you if they have like a consultation to do with Web3 web development on this one, right? So these are the services that you're offering with your build the tech .com website, right?
Yeah, just like it says here, we'll consult with you if you have a project, if you have an idea. We can bring any idea to market. So we do a lot of custom builds. People have some very, very interesting ideas, and we can, kind of create a blueprint. We can talk about how to approach the problem, and we can actually develop the project for you. Now, we don't only do Web3, we also do Web2. So we've got some very, very talented engineers that have a wealth of experience across many different disciplines with regards to development. So we can build websites as well. We can build apps for businesses. We can do back-end services. We can do security sorts of things, just to kind of keep things simple here. So we have a myriad of services that we can provide with a Web3 focus. However, we can do it all.
All right. Thank you for that one, brother. So where
Yeah.
did this? Yep, amen. Yeah, thank you for that one. Thank you for expounding. But let me
Yep.
go to back to the question. What's the difference between building Switch.Win and Switch X? I get it wrong with my post, right? SwitchX.Fi. What's the difference between the two? I know you guys are building this. So what's the what they call this? What's the inspiration of doing Switch.Win and SwitchX.Fi? And what's the difference between the two? So let me ask you about the inspiration of doing Switch.Win.
Yeah. So first off, what he's referring to, Switch.Win, is a place where you can go that can guarantee that you're going to get the best prices for crypto. So we are launched on Ethereum, we are launched on Base, we are launched on Pulsechain, and we just recently launched on Robinhood. And in the way that this works, Switch.Win is an aggregator. So what's an aggregator? Probably a very simple way to think about an aggregator is just imagine that you have I don't know, what's your currency in the Philippines? Pesos, right?
Philippine pesos, yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
Philippine
Philippine
pesos.
pesos. So imagine you have Philippine pesos. Imagine you have 100 Philippine pesos, or let's say 250. Um, 250 Philippine pesos, and you give it to somebody because somebody says, "Hey, do you want to purchase? You want to purchase apples, for example?" And say, "Yeah, I want to purchase $250 of apples." Well, you say, "All right, I'm going to give you this $250," and then what that person does is they go to every place in the Philippines that offers apples, and what they do is they find the cheapest prices for those apples all across the Philippines. All right.
All right.
So what they're basically doing is you're giving them money. They're finding the cheapest prices for this product that you want. They bring it back to you, and then they take a very, 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 very small fee for doing so. So the advantage to you is you were able to get the best prices for all sorts of apples from many different marketplaces across your country. The advantage to them is they make a little bit of a finder's fee, very, very small amount. In this case, it's 0.1%. They make a very small amount for providing that service. So that's actually what Switch.Win does. It connects to, I think on Pulse Chain, we're up to 20, I think it's 24 different liquidity sources. So when you
All right.
come in here and you have USDC and you want to swap for Hex, for example, it's going to go to all the places on Pulse Chain that offer Hex. There's small little differences in prices. We use a pretty advanced algorithm to be able to calculate with gas as well to see where we can get you the absolute best output for per dollar paid for Hex. So aggregators are extremely, extremely helpful, especially when you have multiple liquidity sources across the blockchain. So the reason and the motivation for creating this was because we saw some opportunities to improve on some of our existing competition out there. The first thing is tax tokens. Tax tokens historically have not worked very well with aggregators, and that's because they didn't have a good bead on how to deal with uh, increasing slippage. Tax tokens might have a 2% purchase tax and a 2% sell tax, for example. So we were able to go in and automatically scan to see if it's a tax token. And if it is a tax token, we'll automatically adjust all the settings for you. So you don't have to do anything in order to trade a tax token. So auto tax token detection and auto adjustment of slippage for you. So that's just a very seamless user experience. There's a lot of tax tokens on Pulse Chain, for example, and other places. So we did that. We also, I think we were the first to bring a fully functioning and legitimate limit order system to Pulse Chain as well. So you can set limit orders for any of these tokens. And what a limit order is, it basically allows you to set an order and forget about it. And when the market comes to your limit order price, it'll automatically execute for you, all while keeping your crypto in your wallet. So that's a pretty big innovation for Pulse Chain. It's not new across decentralized finance. Uh, However, we were able to kind of bring that to market and provide extra value. So we have extremely fast execution time. I think if you were to do direct comparisons with Switch.Win to other aggregators that exist, you're going to find out that our outputs are certainly, probably top two every single time. I'd say we win probably 60% of the time or better. So this is a place to go if you want to ensure that you're going to get the best possible prices without you having to manually go to each website and try to find the best prices for your crypto. It does it automatically, does it very, very quickly in an instant. And also we show you the routes so you can actually see which pools that you're going to. If you click the settings down there, bottom right, the settings icon, oh, you're on limit orders. Go back up. Yep, hit switch and go to the settings. These are all the liquidity sources that we can pull from. Now, let's say that you want to just go to PulseX. So you can check off everything except PulseX V1 and PulseX V2. You can do that. You can check off 9-inch. We have limit order platforms, OTC platforms integrated in this as well. So we're going to find the best possible liquidity. The other neat thing is up at the top there, it says custom recipient, that box. So when you're doing a swap, let's say you want the output, let's say you want the crypto that you get to go to a different wallet. You can actually check that box on. You can put a new wallet address in and you can send that crypto to a completely different wallet. That kind of helps with making it harder for people to track your wallets and whatnot. Or maybe you're doing this for a friend and you're doing a swap, just send it to their wallet, goes straight there. So, lots of pretty cool innovations here. And we didn't take a sacrifice. That's important to show too. So we built this from the ground up and we launched it. And we've got a lot of cool plans for this as well. This is the backbone of everything that we're doing right now.
Yeah, indeed, man. There's no sacrifice being done with these people, guys. So you can just really, yeah, man, you can really understand the motivation for these people who are adding value to the community, right? For true decentralization. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys in doing those stuff. There had been a lot of projects that have been sacrificing, and yeah, man, look what happened. They're extracting value, and yeah, the price goes down, and yeah, so that is just the reality of things, right? And anyway, these are kind of technical though, so yeah, man, you could do this stuff, and I think this is where the problem lies with my intro a while ago with a $250 swap. That was around 15,000 more or less pesos here in the Philippines, and that's a lot
Yeah.
of money, right? So yeah, this is where the problem lies, guys, with my swap, and I'm very thankful. You can just imagine that 200 bad swap did a good switch for me, right? So yeah, man, I think definitely I'm using Switch and other DEX aggregator. You could have price differences, right? As mentioned by Brandon, right? So 60% they will be having that's much more a good rate, right? And I think lots of whales had been switching to in I think in PulseX, and they man got a lot of worse. I think you guys are posting it. I think you call it whales hate. What do you call that? I think
Whales hate money.
whales hate money. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, going back into the limit order, I'm very thankful to Brandon. By the way, guys. So yeah, man. What happened was BTT. I think the lead dev, right, Shane. Yeah, I have reached out to Brandon and show him the video in which they have solved this issue. Now, if you're using a Mac and you're using a mouse, and the mouse, yeah, this is a mouse. Let me turn off my screen here. But I think it is being already been solved, right? So this is a Mac mouse, and you have this wheel here, but this is kind of virtual wheel, right? So what happened was, let me go back with my screen. And anyway, guys, for you, you don't have any more problem that happened to me. I did swap for a limit order. Let me do the limit order part of things. And I think this is a $250 swap, right? And you could put a limit order. I think I was trying to a limit order of around 72, I think, right? So I was supposed to be getting, no, I think I got this one wrong. Did I get it right? Oh, no. Um, I think 4 zeros, right? Let me do this. Yeah, there you go. 5 zeros, I think. That's 5 zeros.
It's
So
yeah,
supposed to be
five.
5 zeros, yeah, 7-2. So that this what happened. This is what happened to me, right? So when I tried to do this, I was supposed to be getting. I don't want to be technical in here, but I was supposed to be getting around 34 million PLS if you're gonna do the limit buy in this one. When the price will go around 0.0005072, right? But then when I try to move the wheel, which is not happening as of the moment, right? As you can see here, then when you click swap here, then the figure was around, I think, $5, I think 0.5, right? So this is what happened. So I will be getting around 125 hex. Would you believe that? And what's still the end of the show if I get that the refund, right? So for my $250 swap, I did made a 125 pieces, or should I say quantity of 125. So yeah, man. Big shout out to Shane for checking this one out, and I think it will be a great help for Mac users using a virtual mouse, or should I say virtual wheel for the mouse, right? So when I click this, when I try to, I think it could not be done, right, Brandon? It could not be done when you try to. I try to cancel the limit order, but it was already being done with the. I think you call it
Yeah,
network.
it got instantly filled. Yeah, to summarize for my community too, I think there was a little bug on the front end here. When you were with the max, when you were inputting a certain amount, I think that he accidentally touched one of the
This one,
scroll
this.
wheels, virtual
Yep,
scroll wheel on the Mac mouse, and that changed the amount. And when he submitted the order, it got
order. Yep,
instantly filled because it was too low.
yep.
So he subsequently ended up losing quite a bit, but we were able to kind of identify the issue and make him whole there.
Yeah, man. And yeah, I did message him, and I didn't expect that I'll be having a reply coming from Brandon, right? So yeah. Anyway, guys, so that was just being patched, right, on the front end of that one. So it's all being good. So you don't have any have problem. I don't know with Windows user, they don't have any problem, right?
No,
All right,
not for
awesome.
Windows. No.
All right, awesome. Let me check on chat. Team Top is in the house at Brother Team Top 555. Cuatro cinco Switch just works flawlessly. Indeed, Brother Team Top, man. How are you doing? Kumusta? Been a while. Anyway, so yeah, man, that is being patched. So all good now. And yeah, brother, you have to ask the next question is one. What's the difference between Switch.Win and this one, right? Switch
Yeah.
X.Fi.
So Switch.Win, we explained it earlier that Switch.Win is kind of like giving somebody money to go find the best prices for a product, right?
All right,
So
cool.
what that person does, he goes to different stores. So what SwitchX.Fi is in a simple manner, it's a store that somebody would go to find the best prices to find products. So imagine that this is called a decentralized exchange. This is where you can actually go and create your own liquidity pools, and the community can come together. They can create liquidity pools. You've got aggregators and other users that come and they try to purchase crypto. They can purchase it directly from here, and the folks who are providing liquidity, they're actually going to receive the fees for that trading volume. So it's just imagine it as, yeah, it's an exchange. This is where you can go to create your own liquidity pools, and it's got a whole lot of other really cool features that are built into this.
All right, so let me launch the app, right? So let me click this. By the way, brother, will be I have done some pre-recording on this one, right? So for people to see in action the oh man, what happened with my screen? I think it's hanging. So I have done a pre-recording on this one. So basically, so what we're looking at here, Brandon, is the swap, right? So you could basically just swap like Switch.Win, right? You could switch any token for that matter. Is mentioning it's like store and offering this kind of should I say services, right? So just the same, but yet again, you could add a lot of functionality in here. And let me go to this part, right? For our audience who are watching right now, you could have an LP. You know me, I'm a DeFi LP farmer, right? So that is my content. I'm into the DeFi stuff. I am a DeFi yield maxi, right? So,
Yeah.
yep, indeed. So by the way, let me before this, before going to this one, what's quite unique with this one? I think Brandon can expound this much more clearer, right, in simple terms, with regards with AML, with self-managed LPs, right? So I think you guys are the ones implementing the ALM, right? Did I get it right? Automatic
Yes.
liquidity management, like automated vault. So actually, brother, I have done. Let me look for my. Let me end the screen and let me look for that video. Right. Wait. Chat. If you're just tuning in, this is your man MacB Crypto. I am with Brandon R2R. Brother, what's R2R for our audience?
Rags to riches. That was my
Rags.
yeah, that was my original Twitter handle back in the day, YouTube channel. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, where is that? So I think there you go. First and foremost, we will be doing the ALM, the automatic liquidity. How can I share this? Let me do this. Let me stop. And so I have done some ALM stuff here for our audience who are watching here. We're watching right now, right? So, oh man, kind of complicated here. Windows, where is that? Okay, I think I have to open that one again. So I have pre-recorded this one, guys. So you don't have to do this, right? Where's the thing? Oh, there. Okay, there you go. Chat, you have to bear with me on this one. All right, there you go. So I think maybe we could watch around 1 minute or 2 minutes, right? So let's go.
Sure.
Sure, awesome. So there you go, brother. So you're watching right now. Oh, I think I have paused that one. Okay. So I think I have to watch here, right? So brother, you could try to explain here what's going on here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then
So
I can
this,
post it on my end. All right. Go ahead.
yeah. So essentially, what we're looking at here, this is at the top. You're going to see swap, earn, lock, vote, rewards, analytics. So this is the earn tab. So this is for people who want to provide liquidity. So you're providing liquidity to the DEX, and when volume is routed through the pool that you're providing liquidity to, you're going to get certain rewards. You're going to get trading fees, and there's a difference between just a regular manual pool that anybody can set up, or you can actually farm. So what that means is if you provide liquidity, you're going to be able to earn emissions from the SwitchX platform,
All right.
and that's going to be in the form of Switch token.
All right. But anyway, brother, before going into the mission stuff, maybe we could continue with the video for the ALM part of these things. So,
Please.
sure, cool, awesome. So I have used here a USDC and DAI, right? So this is for the simplicity of things, no more problems. So you have to click automated there. and click die, right? So, brother, maybe you could spawn on this one. What are you guys doing on the background? Are you guys having control of these funds or none at all?
Yeah. So one of the problems was you see those two tabs, automated and manual. In
Yep,
the past with Uniswap v3 or even Uniswap v2, but specifically v3, if you create a liquidity position, so you're taking your cryptocurrency and you're kind of putting it around price. And that's because wherever that price is where the trading is going to occur. So you want your liquidity on top of price as much as possible. The problem is a lot of folks don't understand V3 that well.
yep,
If
indeed.
price moves outside of your liquidity range, then you have to come back in and you have to manually reset those ranges for your
Yep,
liquidity to be used.
indeed, indeed.
So, one of the problems that we've solved with this is we have created an automated liquidity manager. So, in a nutshell, if you set a position in the automated liquidity manager, if price moves, your liquidity is going to move with price based on
Okay.
whatever ranges that you want. So this makes it a very turnkey solution for people to be able to provide liquidity who may not have the time to research and understand exactly how to do it on their own. So it's turnkey. It's very simple. You can supply one side. It will automatically rebalance and kind of move that position for you. So that's what automated liquidity management is.
All right, brother. So let me continue with my video. Oh, guys, if we're gonna hear some muffler sound again, welcome to Muffler Town. You will know that is your man, MacB Crypto. Let me continue with my video here, brother. So yeah, so it's mentioned here. So die. But by the way, brother, let me go back to the question. You don't have any access on these funds, right? For our audience to know. You guys don't have any
Right.
access. All right, good.
Yeah, the system will automatically rebalance it for you, but we're not going to take that from you. You can withdraw that at any time.
All right. Cool. So what's happening here is I have approved a 555 die. I think it's loading. Okay, there you go. I think my Mac is freaking. I have to close some. I think it's loading, brother.
Yeah, take
Is
your
it
time.
is it moving or not? All right.
Um, yeah, it doesn't look like the video is playing.
Yeah. Oh man, this sucks. All right. I think it's play. Click play. But anyway, we'll just. I think it's hanging.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can manually just pull the bar forward, and we can go to each section if you'd like.
all right. Cool. So what's
Okay.
happening here is there you go. We have
Yep.
now. All right. So there you go. So we have approved, right, the use of die, and let
Yes.
me goes to the bar, and oh man, this just sucks. So there you go, and I think you
Yes.
have
So
to
it's
for you.
waiting for confirmation here. Yep.
Yep, indeed, waiting for confirmation for you to enter the farm for the AML. So maybe you could span on that one on the switch side when you try to farm with the emissions on the switch token, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Good question. So when you enter the ALM, you have the option to be kind of automatically enrolled into the farm, and what the farm does gives you the option to earn voting power. So what voting power is actually the key to all of the rewards and all the revenue that the DEX is going to generate. So we're basically saying, hey, if you provide liquidity to our decentralized exchange, we're going to give you rewards in exchange.
All
So
right.
that voting power, your percentage of that voting power in any one of these pools is going to determine how much emissions that you receive. Now, one neat thing is the more voting power that you have by locking up or burning the switch that you receive for farming, you can actually go up to the you can go to the vote tab, the top
All right.
there,
All right. But this is a
Now you, oh
video,
yeah,
brother.
it's a
This is
video.
a
Yeah,
video. This is a video.
yeah.
But anyway, you
So
have
yeah,
approve ALM, right?
yep, yep.
After the deposit
S-
being confirmed, you have to approve the ALM. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
That's right. Yeah, you can approve. You approve the ALM, and then it will take you to the next step, which is staking.
Staking, right? So it's loading. So there you go, staking. You have to
Yep,
click stake. All right. Then I have
yep.
to move this cursor. It's really hugging, brother. Oh man, this sucks. All
No,
right.
it's okay.
All right. There you go. Oh man, there you go. So this
Yeah.
is up after the approve, right? So as you can see here, you have the ALM die farm.
Yep. So you have an ALM die farm. It's a uh, you have your range there from 0.1% above price to 0.5%. The APR based on how much liquidity you provided is about 1.61%
Is
just
this
off of
APY or APY or APR? Is this
the
compounding?
APY. APY.
APY. Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's APY. It's gonna compound, right?
Yes, it is compounding. So
All
the
right.
fees that you receive kind of go back into your position there, which is pretty
All
nice.
awesome, indeed. So you have that kind of revenue sharing, right, for the protocol, for the fees, right? Anyway, let
Yeah.
me. All right. It's quite unique with this one. So for my community are watching, for the LP farmers, we can do this, guys. No more technical stuff for simplicity. So for my community, brother, I'm helping them, guiding them, right, in how to do liquidity. As you were mentioning a while ago, the best thing that you can do with crypto is buy and hold, right? And also might as well be providing liquidity to create some cash flow on this one, right? So for community, this will be our solution for now. You will be the ones doing this stuff, right? And no more like watching, or should I say, I made a video on this one, brother. I did mention that what are the three dark side of LP farming, especially with the other D apps, right? So what I did was I have to check it on morning, noon, and also
Right.
at night before you go home, right? So I think you guys are really providing solution and adding value, of course, to this kind of stuff, especially for the non-technical ones, right? And I think are always are gauging in doing this. If grandpa can do it, then yeah, man, that will be awesome, right? If grandpa is
Yeah.
could not understand it, then yeah, man, it's just hard for crypto to be adapted, right? On this level with
Yeah. And the
farming.
important thing here is too, this is not only trading fees, but at the bottom you see it says 197.94% bottom
Yeah,
left.
yeah, man. You could
Uh,
maybe you could expand on that one. What's this one, right?
yeah, so that pool, if you, yeah, if you can,
There you go.
let's see here. Yeah, I
Can you
want to
see that?
read directly. Yeah, so this pool is receiving emissions to the tune of 21,343 switch per day.
All
So what
right.
that means is you're going to get every single day, depending on the size of your position in that pool, you're also going to get switch, which is
All
very,
right.
very nice. So your APR for emissions is, probably roughly 250% on average on those pools. And in this pool, for example, you have 50% share of those emissions, so you're at about 291%, 0.89%, for the USDC side, and about 197% for the DAI side. So that's about 9,000 switch per day on the USDC side and 10,000 switch for the DAI side.
All
So
right.
that's really advantageous. Farmers really, really like that. It's on autopilot. It's going to completely manage your position for you. You don't have to worry about it.
All right. But I think you have a feature also for this 95 lockup. Maybe you could span on that one with the
Yeah.
95 for stables, right?
Yeah.
And
So
90 I think for hacks and PLS pairs. Maybe you could span on that one, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, 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 it's okay. So, in the past, I would say probably about 8 to 10 years ago, when you get an airdrop, people would tend to hold that airdrop. They would tend to hold the crypto that's airdrop to them. That is not the case anymore. As soon as somebody gets yield, or as soon as somebody gets any sort of reward, they're going to immediately sell it, right? Which farming, that makes sense. You use the emissions to offset the risk that you're taking because you're providing liquidity. So what we've done in this situation is, depending on the pool, depending on the importance of that pool, whether it's any sort of stable coin, which is really really important to a DEX, or any sort of high liquidity native asset, whether it's WETH or on Pulse Chain, for example, PLS or Hex. Um, Instead of you being able to take all of that at once, we're going to only give you a certain amount, and the rest is going to be kind of dripped out to you over time. So what this solves is, the price appreciation side of Switch. For 2.5 years or so, Switch is going to be emitting. This is different than ink. Ink emits forever. Switch will stop. This is a finite supply. Instead of us doing an ICO, we basically said there's going to be a 2 to 2.5 year period here where we're going to incentivize people to provide liquidity. And that was our way to kind of bootstrap the DEX to get the DEX online. We didn't want to take an ICO. We didn't want to hold anybody's money. You're in complete control of this. However, as part of that agreement, you're not going to get all of your rewards at one time. It's going to be either locked up or it's going to be dripped out to you over time. So that helps decrease the massive amounts of sell pressure that you're going to see on other dexes when they initially launch, because people get, they do a sacrifice and they immediately get all of their crypto and they dump it straight away. So we want long-term players here, and the people who are playing long-term, they're going to get long-term rewards daily. So that's kind of the philosophy behind that.
All right, brother. So, actually, yeah, thank you for expounding on that one. Actually,
Yeah,
this is the one that I have pre-recorded, right, for our audience who are watching right now. So, actually, you can see this one. So, this is the live one, right?
yeah,
So, yeah, man, we can go here. So, as you can see, I was trying to do the die side for around 555.5, and it's now 555.88, right? So
yeah,
as you can see here, I think Brandon did mention and try to expound that, yeah, people will just be dumping this, and I think you have a finite supply for, I think, 1 billion, right? 1
correct.
billion. All right, correct. And I think it is auto lock for 95 of the amount of switch. So as you can see here, guys, it is emitting for this account for 21 plus thousand switch per day. But I think only if you're gonna click, I think, the claim tab, but we will not be claiming this one. We'll just be showing the functionality of the claim and how much you can claim, right? But I
Yeah,
don't know
when
if
you claim it, it'll say auto lock 95%. It'll automatically lock on claim. You can also to choose to lock it later if you want, but it's going to auto lock. You're going to have 10% that's going to be dripped out to you, and that auto lock will come due based on how long you lock it for, whether it's a year or 2 years or 6 months or 18 months, whatever the case may be. So it's incentivizing people to be long term players, not to just kind of vampire farm and dump on everybody's heads. And the purpose of this is we want to make it outside of the bootstrap period, because once those switch emissions stop, um, price will have the ability to move up potentially pretty rapidly. No promises there, but that's the idea behind it. Are you muted? I can't hear you, buddy.
I sorry, man. Yes, I was saying. I think I got muted. The hubble just. Anyway, so yeah, man. Um, just for the information of everybody, this is not financial advice. None of this should be taken as a financial advice. We don't want to be in wraps with regulations, right? Especially here in the Philippines, we have the CASPI rules, the VASPI rules, right? So guys, none of this should be taken as financial advice. I'm just showing to you, right? It's more of educational content that we are doing, right? So anyway, let me go back and share my screen. Oh, I think I got it wrong. Switch.Fi. So for this one, I have $4.67, but I'm trying to claim this one. I think I will be getting around 200 plus, I think, just for the easy number on this one. So yeah, you can just imagine. Here's the exact figure. Around 56.83 switch, right? So you cannot see
Yep.
it here. Yep, indeed, for that 5% that will be given to you or being drip to you, right? So anyway, so that's for the ALM, guys, automatic liquidity management or manager, right? So you have a say to this one, and we don't want to make this one complicated. We just have to stick with the swap and earn. Maybe in the future episode, if Brandon will be coming over, maybe we can talk about with luck, vote, rewards, and analytics. The analytics are just the number of things, but anyway, we just want to keep it simple, right, for our audience, especially for the community. And I think, guys, this is the solution that we can do. No more watching it from early morning, noon, and at night, right? So going back to our next slide, brother. So that is the ALM, and you could also do a self-manage if you are kind of an advanced user, right? So let me look for that video again. Where is that? All right. If you're just tuning in, this is your man, Macri Crypto, together with the man, the myth, and the ultimate builder. Imagine 50 around projects had been launched. I think you guys also helped vouch launch, right? So thank you so much for that, brother. Anyway, so I think we can do this and show for our audience, right? Is it playing now? Oh, I think I got it bad. Oh, it's playing now. 1 second. So let me
Hmm.
share back my screen. Kind of tricky here. I'm a one-man show, guys, so you have to bear with me on this one. So I sometimes have to mute myself. Anyway, so this is the self-management. I have to do the wide thing, and you have two tokens here. You have DAI and also a USDC pair on this one. You have to click max, right? And you have to click farm position. I have to do this, brother. Approve, right?
Hmm.
And this is just a step-by-step process that you can do. So this is for the self-management one.
Yeah.
Uh,
So if you want to step in and you want to create your own pool and you don't want it to be automatically managed, you can treat this just like V3 was in the past or V2. You can manually move your liquidity throughout those ranges as price changes.
yep, indeed. So let me. All right. So it's trying to confirm the transaction, right? Then you have to click farm position. So you have
Hmm.
to click this one. So there's no automatic on this one, guys. So you have to really click all these things. You have to click all these approvals, right? So that is just part of the game when you do crypto the right way. That is part of the decentralization, right? There's no automatic in blockchain, right? So you have to really have to sign that one, right? So there you go, brother. So I think you have to explain this one. What is the warming up for 5 minute for self management? So what's the warming up 5 minute mark? 5 minute, right?
Yeah. So this is basically a safety period to ensure that you're not going to pull your liquidity within a 5 minute period. After that, it will be live, and also has a lot to do with there's some background TWAP price averages that we need to be able to calculate to be able to put that position in properly. So
Brother,
that is, yeah.
brother, sorry, what is TWAP? Can you explain for for our audience, right? What is TWAP?
Yeah, yeah. TWAP is a time weighted average price.
All right, cool.
So with a lot of these protocols, you need to be able to come up with some average prices across typically 30-minute time frames. So that's what TWAP is. It's basically just kind of averaging out.
All
Um,
right,
so yeah, it's basically a protection warm up period that will complete while the position is in range.
all right. Cool, cool. Thank you for that one, brother. Again, let me remind my audience and my community that yeah, after the 5 minute warm up, if you're not gonna click that one, then it will not do the activation for farming. So after
Yeah.
this one, brother, let me show again the activation. So I have to Again, oh, where's that? There you go. This is the farm activation part. So let me share back my screen. Cause I have to wait 5 minutes for this one for my screen recording, right? So there you go. So this is for the activation. Did I get it right? Let me double check. All right, farm activation one. All right, so there you go. Click play. So we'll be watching just around 38 seconds. So you have to click. So what we're doing here is I have to click now, right? So for us to activate this farm for this stable pair, this is a USDC and DAI. So I have to click this one, activate farm, right? Then there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. To be a little bit more specific, the purpose of this is to kind of discourage people from jumping into a farm just before the rewards for that farm are distributed, which happen every 7 days. And so they'll jump into the farm right before the rewards are distributed. They'll collect the emissions and then they'll immediately leave. So
Yep.
that's the purpose of this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, indeed. There's a purpose of this one because yeah, I remember the first protocol that have done this. Yeah, man, people was just gonna dump. So there you go, brother.
Right.
So yep, indeed. I know you know what I mean with when I mentioned that one, right? So that's another protocol.
Yep.
So there you go. We have set the we have show you guys the difference between Switch.Win and SwitchX.Fi, right? So we have shown you guys the difference between a self-managed one and also ALM. So you this platform is adding value, right? If you are here for true decentralization for financial sovereignty, like I am, and Brandon also, right? So I think this kind of platform or decentralized app can help us, right? Do these things the right way. No more problem with what happened to me, brother. I'm helping them to the point that yeah, it's kind of tedious for me to yeah, man. You have to do this and do that. Yeah, you have to like this kind of a a what do you call this kind of trust with my community that yeah, you have to give me your secret thing, right? I don't have to
Right.
your private keys were ready for me. No, you don't have to ask me, right? But still, we're a close community here. So I have a friend here, right? So I think, guys, we can solve that one with Switch. So I think that bad swap really did a good switch with this one, brother. Anyway,
Good, man. Love it.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for that one, brother. And where we are, chat. If you have any question, let us know. If you have any question, brother. Before we end I think we are on 1 hour mark. Oh man, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, indeed. Anyway,
That's
chat.
right.
If you have any question, please let us know. You could. We are live with our SOCMED. By the way, my MacB Herms with a Z Zulu is being suspended with Meta because I am talking about crypto and I think they are very strict. So I'm using another account and are we live with our TikTok? Is it being paired with you, brother, on your end, on your SOCMED? Not
Are you talking about Restream
actually.
here?
Yeah, we did. Actually, I have sent you the link in which you could pair it with. I mean, you could restream this
Yeah.
one with your
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
end. But anyway, we are live with our YouTube channel on Pulse Asian TV. Speaking of Pulse Asian TV, I'm very sorry, guys. Asian on Pulse could not be here since he's doing some Web3 incubator events in Malaysia. I think it's a government partnership with him. So big shout out to you, brother AOP, my brother in arm in the trenches. Asian on Pulse, right, brother? Yeah, I have with me the guest, Brandon. And chat, I think our chat is we have all right. Yeah. And brother, before we end this show, we have a jargon here. There's something on top of my head. I'm just suggesting to you, maybe we could use ALM. Let me show my Canva here. I have jargon here for our audience to know. Yeah, like you have
Okay.
mentioned TWAP, right? So what is TWAP? like a twat. Sorry. Yeah, twat. So we have a jargon here.
hmm
So with our previous episode, all right. Let me share my screen. window, and there you go. So with our previous episode, there you go. So with our previous episode, we did mention about ZK proofing. So that was our
Mhm.
episode with my with Asian. What is ZK proof? It is zero knowledge proof. And we did have also JAXA, right, with the staking pools launch, right?
Yep.
And we did have also multi-collateral of Vault 369. So brother, can we use the ALM on here? And yeah, the
Yeah,
automatic
ALM,
ALM, yeah,
auto,
okay.
automated liquidity manager.
Okay, automated. All right. So to our audience, you learn something new. Automated. When we say ALM with Switch, that is automated. I think I have to capitalize this one. Automated liquidity manager. All right, liquidity manager. Then I will try to have the link later on this one. So our word for the day for this live stream is ALM. That is automated liquidity. I think I got this wrong spelling. Manager. So for simplicity, you don't have to watch your farm. You just have one-sided token that you can provide there and let the protocol do its thing, and it will do the rebalancing for you. Speaking of rebalancing, brother, let me show this one for people to understand what is the rebalancing that is being done on the protocol level. So guys, the ALM, let me go back. ALM, Automated Liquidity Manager. That is the word of the day for our crypto jargon for Pulse Asian TV, right? The Pulse Asian TV wall of jargon, that is ALM, that is Automated Liquidity Manager. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you for that one, brother. Let me share again the screen for SwitchX.Fi for them to understand what you guys are doing on the background on this. I think this one, brother, range maintenance, right? So maybe you could expand this one. What are you guys doing with the range maintenance for the ALM stuff?
Yeah. So what this does is it monitors every single one of your positions, and but you don't have to connect your wallet,
All right.
and you only have to connect when you have like a manual range that's ready to update. So if it falls out, you're going to be able to kind of go to this page really quick, check
Okay.
and see your positions, and check to see if it's fallen out of range, and you can manage that directly from this page.
All right. So if you're out of range, you just have to click in here, right? Did I get it right?
Yeah, it'll automatically pop up to give you the option to
Okay.
connect
Cool.
to that pool to be able to manage it. So it's very, very simple.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, man. Thank you for expounding on that one. So you have to click this one, and you have to where is that? So there you go, brother. You have to click this one, range maintenance, right? So there will be a pop up like a prompt message for this one if you're kind of out of range. Did I get it right for automated vaults or ALM?
Yeah, if you click that button, if everything is in range, you won't see a connect button. If it's not in range, you'll be able to connect directly from here
Okay.
and manage that position.
Cool, cool. Thank you for that one, brother. Thank you for explaining on that one. I think it's very clear. And maybe in our next episode, brother, if you are available, right, maybe you can do the luck part of this one, vote, rewards, right, for our audience. Maybe in our future
Yeah,
episode, if you will be kindly. I know it's early morning there. I'm very thankful that it's evening here. It's 8:30 in the evening, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe we could do this with the luck and vote for our future episode next time. Maybe we could have a part two on this one.
sure. I've
Aw-
got no problem with that.
awesome, brother. So yeah, man. If you're still here, that I did mention that yeah, you have to watch till the end. If I did have a refund with my $250, yeah, I did have a refund, right? And my family was happy, my wife was happy, right? You don't get that every day for a CEO, for a founder to reply to you. Richard Hart won't reply to you if you have done this wrong, right? So brother, I appreciate you, brother. It is my hope that yeah, God will give you much more these good things that you have done for the community in general, right? So again, I just appreciate you, brother, in this one. Yeah, man. Thank
Thank
you
you very
for
much, Gregory. I
thank,
appreciate you.
yeah, thank you for the refund for the team doing this, right? So thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have that refund, guys. There are things in life that you kinda maybe the wrong direction, but it is not the end of the road, right? You just have sometimes to reach out, take a chance, right? And the doors will be open for opportunity, right? So for me, I never thought and never in my mind to be speaking with Brandon, right? This guy is a well principled man, right? He's a God fearing guy, right? So yeah, man, we're just glad and very happy, man, that yeah, you're part of this community, adding value, right? And for me, as a I am not the developer, right? So I did ask myself for almost I think 5 years. I was just in the background, right? Then I asked myself, what can I do for the community, right? Especially for the Pinoy Pulsechain community here in the Philippines, because there are so a lot of scams. I was being scammed also, right? So
Yeah.
I ask you that for everyone watching, right? For this stream, ask yourself, what can you do for the community? So maybe you could be a builder, you could be an innovator, you could be a streamer. I am not a streamer by profession. I'm a medical technologist. I'm in a RHU, a rural health unit, right? But I said to myself, I have to set up these things, right? I have to buy a Starlink for that matter. Even though Starlink is kind of expensive right now, I'm not using it right now. But still, I'm gonna use it in times of emergency, like we are typhoon prone area, right? And I have to all these things. So you can do something, right? You can do something for the community, especially for the adoption of crypto. So that is just my takeaway in that one, brother. For our closing remarks, take it away, brother Brandon.
Yeah, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I've streamed a lot, and I always appreciate it when people come on my channel. So thank you very much for having me on yours. I truly mean that. And if you guys want to participate in our little ecosystem that we're building, you can probably pretty easily start by going to Switch.Win if you have any sort of trades that you want to execute. Switch.Win is a really, really, really great place to do that. And as you kind of advance through this and learn more, you can go to SwitchX.Fi. I'm sure MacB is going to stay on top of that and be able to teach you everything you need to know to be able to participate in that as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Brandon R2R. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out directly to me. I'm excited. The market seems to be turning around a little bit, so I'd imagine we're going to have a whole lot more people participating in DeFi very soon.
All right. Thank you so much for that one, brother. I appreciate you also. Again, guys, that's it for this evening. I think it's morning over in the States. I appreciate you, man. This is your man, MacBrick Crypto, your LP farmer. Bye for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye for
Thank you.
now. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. All right. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.